Alright, well we left off on 20, so we're now on 21. Let's finish this study guide in genius fashion. Alright, so here we go. Again, can't look for GCF, don't have one, so we gotta do 6 times 7 on this one. And we want to remember we're looking for factors, right? So 6 times 7 is 42, we gotta add to negative 17. So it's gotta be two numbers. Basically, here, we know they're going to be both negative in this case because I got to add 17, but multiply to a positive number here. So looking at 42, we want to kind of try and think of some numbers that might do it, and you know what? 3 and 14 are going to do it for us. Okay? Again, having the ability to know your factors and know numbers is such a huge benefit. Okay? So here we go. Now it's time to factor by grouping. In this first one, I can pull 3x out. That leaves me with 2x minus 1. This one, the negative and the positive are mixed up, so I'm going to actually pull out a negative 7 instead. So I get a positive 2x and a negative 1. They look at the same. We get 3x minus 7 and 2x minus 1. I'm getting pretty good at the laugh. So Dane, you might be in trouble. You might be out of a job. Alright, 22. We jump to a new type of problem here. Sort of. You get x to the third plus 3x squared plus 4x plus 12. So this is 4 terms, so immediately I'm thinking factor by grouping. And if you do the last ones, you can hopefully do this one. Okay? So I factored x squared out, I'm left with x plus 3. I factor a 4 out, I'm left with x plus 3. I'm dividing everything when I factor it out. They look at the same. I get x squared plus 4. Never get tired of that. And x plus 3. Okay? And let's do another one on this page. I'm going to switch the color up though. 23. Okay, 23, we got another factor by grouping. So I'm automatically throwing that in the group. Factoring out. I can pull an x squared out and a 3. That's a lot to pull out of the equation. So we got x minus 3. This one we're going to pull out a 2. They look at the same. We get 3x squared plus 2 and x minus 3. Sorry, that is an x. Kind of looks a little messy. Let's redo that. There we go. Beautiful. Alright, we're on the home stretch, 24. Another factor by grouping. Okay? It's like they're just beating these into our heads. We need to know these, right? We need to know how to do these. Okay? So here I can pull out a 5x squared. If I do that, I'm left with x minus 1. Now this is very interesting here. I have a negative x plus 1, so I got to factor out a negative 1 to flip my signs. That's pretty tricky. They look at the same. I get 5x squared minus 1 and x minus 1. Okay? Very tricky problem. Got to be careful on that one. Okay? Definitely got to be careful on that one. And 25. Same page. Let's see if we can get it fit onto this page. Another factor by grouping. 2x to the third plus 5x squared minus 16x minus 40. Factor by grouping. Pull out 2, 5. Can't pull them out, but we can pull out an x squared. Leaves us with 2x plus 5. Over here, I want both of them positive, so I'm going to take out a negative, maybe 8. Would that do it? 8 out of 16 is 2. So I'm thinking, yeah. 8 out of 40 is 5. I think, yeah. They look at the same. Haha. This is it. And there we go. Boom, boom, boom. Alright, 26. Finally, something new. Something challenging. Something fun. Okay, before I jump into any conclusions here, I gotta look for GCF. And you hopefully see it like I do. that this is going to be a 5 I can factor out. So this is going to be 2x squared plus, take 5 out of this, and I should get, I believe, 13x? I think so. I'm going to double check that real quick. I got my calculator over here. Yeah, can never be too sure sometimes, and we get plus 20. Let's see if we can x factor this. I'm not sure if we can. Let's try it. 2 times 20 is 40. I gotta add to 13. Tricky, tricky, tricky. Okay, well I got 1 and 40, 4 and 10, 2 and 20. Let's see, does 3 go into 40? I don't think so. 8 and 5. Oop. I think we found my winner. 8 and 5. There it is. Factor by splitting that middle term. Okay. Nice. Let's pull it apart. We take out 2x out of the first one. I get x plus 4. Take a 5 out of the second one. We get x plus 4. They look the same. See, that was a delay, but it's okay. But I gotta remember, what did I forget? I forgot something in this problem. It's this right here. Don't forget that we factored a 5 out in the beginning. He needs to go out in front. He needs to be our front runner. Okay? Last problem. We're here. It's actually happening. We're at the last problem. Yes, this is a DOPS, difference of perfect squares. Take the square root of x to the fourth, you get x squared. Take the square root of 1, you get 1. X squared minus 1. X squared plus 1. Oh my gosh. It's DOPS again. This is crazy. This one is also DOPS. Take the square root, we get x minus 1. X plus 1. This is x squared plus 1. This is not DOPS. The second part's not DOPS. That's my final answer. That was a double DOPS. You should be seeing me right now doing my hand motions. It's crazy. Double DOPS is happening. Okay? That's the end of the video. Hope you guys are ready and prepared for the test tomorrow. Good luck. I will see you then. Ciao.